in boxing, but I do think when you actually come up against a proper serious boxer, and I suspect that Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. may be that person, it could all come crashing down.
Is that you think that your opinion matters?
It is. I think he's coming into this fight with the right approach, with the right mindset.
No, I don't think it's good. I think he train hard, but he's not a good fighter.
The experts say that Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. will knock out Jake Paul in the 5th round of their upcoming fight. They think Chavez Jr.'s experience, strength, and experience in the ring will make Jake lose and end the fight early. Many think this is Jake's biggest test yet, since the opponent is very experienced. When asked about Jake Paul's skills,
so I've just interviewed your opponent, Julio, very confident, says he's going to knock you out in the 9th round.
Yeah, man, you know, he's a dumbass, and so it's going to be apparent on Saturday when he's the one that gets knocked out.
Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. didn't think twice. He made it clear that the younger fighter's results don't surprise him, even though he trains hard. Julio says that boxing is more than just working out hard in the gym. It's about skills, rhythm, and real fight experience, all of which Jake hasn't shown at a professional level yet.
If you like this, please subscribe Punch Vista and click the bell icon for more latest and interesting videos.
But one thing I've gotten off him during this week is that he's viewing this fight as at least a pathway to some form of redemption. He's not going to get all his fans back. He's not going to redeem himself on the eyes of the fans of his father. But if he can beat Jake Paul and beat him convincingly, maybe don't think quite so much about quitting against Daniel Jacobs or against Fanfara or that terrible performance against Anderson Silva. Like, I think the point is, I think he's coming into this fight with the right approach, with the right mindset. I promise you, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. is not just here for a payday. He is not just here to collect a check and to get whitewashed by Jake Paul over 10 rounds. He's coming to win. He may not win. Jake could turn out to be even better than maybe people generally think, but he's coming to win, and I think it's going to be...
A person in the media, there is more and more doubt about Jake Paul's boxing career, and Piers Morgan added to it with a straight criticism. Piers says Morgan made it clear that Jake hasn't fought a real professional boxer in his prime yet. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. represents that long-awaited test among the boxing world. There's a growing consensus that Julio Jr. possesses both the technical skills and ring IQ to overcome Jake Paul convincingly.
Shit, YouTube this, YouTube that, Disney that. This shit is not a joke. I'm knocking out the best of the best, beating all of these people time in and time again. And it's about time that you old heads and all these fucking boxers who think they know about the sport put some respect on my name.
Yeah, but you're not going to get... Look, you're going to make a ton of money. Listen, I think as a businessman, you are brilliant, right? I give you full credit for that. When you took on Mike Tyson as a business enterprise, there's no argument. You absolutely crushed the numbers, crushed the money, and everything else. But the idea that you can say, on the one hand, I'm a killer, I get in the ring with the best people, and you get in the ring with a guy who's 50, he's literally nearly as old as me.
I'm not talking about Mike Tyson. I'm talking about Anderson Silva, Tyron Woodley, champions in their sport, Golden Gloves champions, Ryan Borland, Andre August, undefeated fighters. The list goes
but what
on
great
and on.
boxer have you been in the ring with?
Former world champion on Saturday, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., son of the greatest Mexican fighter of all time, besides me, of course. Like, I don't know what you guys want to see. I tried to fight Canelo. He ducked out of it. You asked him about that. You said he's going to kill me. So what do you want? You're laughing when you say, oh, Jake is going to fight Canelo. I think you would kill him. But then you're like, oh, you're not fighting this guy. You're the problem here with this whole situation and criticism of my career. I'm trying to fight the best people, and that's why Chavez is here on Saturday. I want Canelo. I want Anthony Joshua. I want all these people. It's been 5 years in this sport.
But the problem is, the only proper boxer you fought was Tommy Fury, and he beat you. And he's not even the best. He's not even the best fighter in his family.
Golden Gloves champion Andre August, Brian Borland as well. Anderson Silva was an undefeated boxer. I mean, you can sit there and make up shit, but you actually don't know your facts. I've fought multiple boxers with professional records, and including Mike Tyson himself, who I think is going to be a harder fight than Chavez.
Trainer Robert Garcia, who has been in the business for a long time, has said that Chavez Jr. will win if he just shows up and boxes. The difference in class, according to Garcia, is enough to dictate the result. Chavez Jr.'s experience combined with natural ability and tactical smarts makes him a dangerous challenge for anyone wanting proper professional seasoning.
I love that dude. He's cool. I love that dude. He's gonna win.
Okay, if he wins, what does it say?
Nothing. Chavez is gonna win.
And what does that say if he beats Jake Paul?
Not much. Just a good win. A lot of millions of dollars, and then maybe do a rematch, which is bad. Make a lot.
Even famous fighter Manny Pacquiao weighed in on the matchup, and his choice was clear. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Pacquiao, known for his sharp boxing instincts, sees Chavez Jr. as the better fighter. For Pacquiao, the difference in real-world boxing experience and pedigree tilts the fight solidly in Julio's favor. His endorsement carries weight not only because of his Hall of Fame resume, but because Pacquiao knows what it takes to achieve at the elite level.
Yeah.
But yeah. Asking about Jake Paul. Who do you got in the Jake Paul fight?
Jake Paul and Chavez. Julio. Viva Julio.
Viva Julio!
Julio.
Oh, shit.
Julio's winning.
Oh, that's Manny's manager. He's putting it out there.
I'll see you Saturday night. Viva Julio.
Insiders in the boxing world say that Julio isn't walking into this fight relying on name recognition or past achievements. Unlike what critics expected, he is approaching the fight with full intensity. He's training hard, staying focused, and treating Jake Paul as a genuine challenge rather than an easy payday. This mindset shift is crucial, especially in a sport where underestimation can cost you everything.
But one thing I've gotten off him during this week is that he's viewing this fight as at least a pathway to some form of redemption. He's not going to get all his fans back. He's not going to redeem himself on the eyes of the fans of his father. But if he can beat Jake Paul and beat him convincingly, maybe don't think quite so much about quitting against Daniel Jacobs or against Fanfara or that terrible performance against Anderson Silva. Like, I think the point is, I think he's coming into this fight with the right approach, with the right mindset. I promise you, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. is not just here for a payday. He is not just here to collect a check and to get whitewashed by Jake Paul over 10 rounds. He's coming to win. He may not win. Jake could turn out to be even better than maybe people generally think, but he's coming to win, and I think it's going to be a competitive.
Veteran boxer Gabe Rosado gave a detailed perspective underlining how experience is often the defining edge in high-stakes fights. He stated that while Jake has youth and momentum, Julio has seen it all: championship rounds, brutal wars, and the grind of real professional boxing. According to Rosado, the years spent in real battles can't be copied or replaced by training, camps, or exhibition fights.
I really don't know his habits. You know, he has a bad track record on, preparing. But look, man, if Chavez comes in at least 60%, then I think Jake really has a fight, because one thing that Chavez has is experience. He may not have the youth, and the agility that Jake has right now, but he does have the experience, and I think that experience will give Jake a problem.
I completely agree with you. I think this is an excellent fight for Jake Paul. Officially, he is 11-1, but he's really like 2-1 as a boxer.
Yeah.
He's fought Tommy Fury. He fought a couple of no-name cruiserweights. I guess if you want to throw Mike Perry into that list, you can say he's 3-1, but against guys that are traditional boxers, he's a 2-1 fighter.
Julio Cesar Chavez, a legend in his own right, did not hold back when defending his son. In an assertive and almost prophetic tone, he told Jake Paul that what's coming is beyond anything he's faced before. To Chavez Sr., this isn't just another event. His trust in his son's ability stems not just from genetics, but from seeing firsthand the sacrifices Julio Jr. has made to rebuild his form and to focus.
He knows exactly what to do. Jake Paul just fought against Mike Tyson, who didn't even throw one punch. This is not Mike Tyson. You are gonna get your ass whooped.
No hay manera de que le gane Jake Paul.
There is no way Jake Paul can.
Esta preparación que hizo Julio, Jake Paul no la sabe, ¿entiendes?
This camp, Jake Paul doesn't know it.
Va a salir a tirarle chingazos y Jake Paul va a andar corriendo como gallina.
Julio's gonna go in throwing some serious punches and you're gonna be running like a chicken without a head.
Many observers are skeptical about the authenticity of this upcoming matchup given Jake Paul's track record of meeting older, retired athletes and YouTubers. There are growing fears that this fight might follow the same scripted pattern. Critics say that if this is just another media stunt, it won't add any real value to Jake's career. However, if the fight is genuinely competitive, even a slightly, out-of-form Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. offers a real challenge. Unlike Jake, Julio has stepped into the ring with elite opponents and has the battle scars to show it. That alone gives him credibility even if he's past his prime.
Let's talk about this one here. This Saturday, June 28th, we've got Jake Paul. He's gonna take on Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. And I don't know if this is a real fight or if it's a fake one, so let's talk about this. Alright, let's say this is a real fight because I don't know, I don't want to sound like a hater, but some of Jake Paul's fights look like they've been staged. So let's say this is a real fight, this is the real deal. Listen man, Chavez Jr. has never been the greatest boxer out here. He's lacked in discipline, he's lacked in the sport, but nevertheless, he is a credible opponent. Jake Paul on the other hand, I don't know, Some of the fights look staged. Some of the knockouts look like the guys have been paid. With that being said, the problem child is taking on Chavez Jr. this weekend. Let's take a look at both men's professional record. Yes, I said professional record. Listen, box rec. This is Jake Paul's professional record. Alright, cool. Let's get into it. 11 wins, 7 coming via knockout and 1 loss. Let's take a look at Jake Paul's actual professional record. So he's fought 3 professional boxers. 1 Tommy Fury, 1 Andre August, and 1 Ryan Bell.
That's it for today's movie. Stay tuned until next.